Hello, family. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, did a post, but I wanted to wait until I felt like I had something from the Lord to post before I came back to you guys. So I apologize for the wait, but I don't really apologize for not posting because I don't feel like it's right or okay to post something of my own accord if I don't feel led to do so from the Holy Spirit. So I was watching a few YouTube videos and using the gift of discernment that the Holy Spirit gives us to kind of cipher through truth um, and truth. And I came across a certain video that was discussing the day of the Lord. And I found myself in the book of Amos, particularly chapter 5, verses 18 through 20. For those of you guys who don't know what that says, or have a Bible close by, I will read it. And this is from the New King James. I have both the King James and the New King James. And it's so similar that I'm just going to read it from the New King James because it's a lot easier for some people to understand. But it says, "Woe to you who desire the day of the Lord! For what good is the day of the Lord to you? It will be darkness and not light. It will be as though a man fled from a lion and a bear met him, or as though he went into the house, leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. It is not the day of the Lord darkness and not light. It is not very dark, with no brightness in it." So I know that a lot of us are super excited with this intensity of urgency that we feel for the day of the Lord, and we know the rapture is coming. It's no longer just imminent. I'm sorry, I'm having some serious speech problems tonight. Oh Lord, your will be done. Lord, help me in this video. I know that a lot of us are really excited for the rapture. Praise Jesus, I'm excited for the rapture too. But we need to remember that the day of the Lord and the tribulation period that is directly preceding the rapture is terrible. Is the English language or any language on this earth cannot cover the terribleness, the horrificness of what the tribulation period will be for those left here on earth. So I'm sorry, I just looked up at the time on my recorder to see. I don't know why, I just did. And it said 3:33. And that is a particular number for me that the Lord uses to say, "Hey, I'm here. Hey, I love you." Anything. I mean, it's a number that I've seen for years. It took me a very long time to realize that it was directly related to the Holy Spirit and Jesus and our Father. But it is. And it used to really, really freak me out. It used to really bother me because I would wake up in the middle of the night and see it on the clock. I would see it in the car. I would see it in books, on license plates, on billboards. I mean, anywhere and everywhere that you could see this number, I see it. And it used to really scare me. I thought, oh my goodness, what is the deal? And then I realized that it was a message. It was a message from the Holy Spirit, message from Jesus. And now it's very dear to me. So when I see it, I'm like, I love you too. So anyway, back to the message. We need to remember that for those of us who love the Lord, the true bride of Christ, Not the American Christians or the worldly Christians or whatever, the people that go to church on Sunday and wake up Monday morning free to live however they choose. But those of us who really feel convicted when we sin, or those of us who really strive to please the Father and Jesus, and live our lives by, or try, I'm not going to say none of us are perfect, but try to live our lives by the direction of the Holy Spirit in us. We really need to remember that those who don't get called up in the rapture are going to have to live through the great and terrible day of the Lord, and the tribulation period. And so we really need to be praying for these people that are going to be left behind, and working harder than we ever have to bring those souls to Christ. We need to be evangelizing and being His disciples, and really, I'm not saying go out there and ram this down people's throats, guys, because that's not going to reach anybody. But we really need to be showing love through Christ, listening to the Holy Spirit, using discernment, asking God before we do things to make sure that we should be doing them, paying attention to those little signs that He gives us, whether it be the 333 or anything. We just need to really make sure that we're doing our job as His soldiers, as His bride, to bring as many people to Him as we can, so that when He does come, there aren't as many left behind. Because it's going to be, like I said, there's no word for it in any language. We can't describe it. Terrible and horrific is not even 100,000th, millionth, or whatever of what it's going to be. So just remember that, you know what I mean? He tells us in Amos, woe to you who look for the day of the Lord. And that's not to say that, that we're not supposed to be happy about the rapture, because He does tell us in the Gospels to comfort one another with that promise. So we're supposed to remember it, look for it, but not long for it. There's a difference. You know what I mean? Not to just focus on that and forget that there are other people that are going to be left behind. So with that, go out, bring in the lost sheep. Love everybody. As much love as you can spread the love of Jesus. Pray for your brothers and sisters in countries that are being persecuted. Love each other. Love your brothers and sisters. I see so much hate between the body of Christ. It's sad. So just love each other. And I shall see you again. And if I don't see you again here, I'll meet you in the air. God bless and good night. Bye.